Well, the real purpose for circumcision.
What is the real purpose of circumcision?
Well, according to the scriptures, when you go into Genesis chapter 21, verse 4, when Isaac was circumcised at the age of 13, it's symbolic, of cleanliness. The heathens and the Gentiles, when you go into the scriptures, you see that they were uncircumcised. You see King Saul, he had David, in order to marry his daughter, he made David bring back 100 foreskins of the Philistines' genitals. David, in turn, brought back 200 foreskins of the Philistines' genitals. So circumcision, really, truthfully, it was for reproduction purposes. Once the foreskin was removed, it was more sensitive, and you were able to reproduce faster for these overlords that was passing themselves off as Yahweh, El Elo, and in order to give them certain covenants. This was the covenant of circumcision when you're dealing with Abraham. This covenant was also flesh and blood covenants, so their sons would not be eaten. So they was given the foreskins. You follow what I'm saying? When you go into Genesis chapter 21. Actually, let's go into Genesis chapter 21. And this is the lotus of life. This is the gospel of Yanun, the lotus of life. You know what I'm saying? It's a section right here where he gives a dynamic build on page 81. So I'm going to read that and share that with you all. It says, why do they not explain exactly why? So they created such foolish things as reasons. Would not the God who created masculine have known this at Tatmud creation and account for that? Others claim cleanliness. Again, would not an all-knowing God know this before he created the male penis? He has made a way for feminine to clean her vagina, right? As she menstruates every 27 days. So the woman, she self-cleanses. So you mean to tell me that we had to be born, natural nature, created men to have that foreskin? So now you want us to cut this off? You want us to cut our flesh? You know what I'm saying? So he says, they really don't know the real reason their God demanded males to remove the upper layer of skin from the penis. The actual fact is to expose the nerves of the lower layer, which is much more sensitive than the upper. The result is premature ejaculation on the male's part, unsatisfaction on the female's part, and more unplanned babies born too, used for food, sacrifices, and offerings. Note, Genesis 21:4, where circumcision is mentioned, Abraham is asked to offer his son Isaac. We was just talking about that. Remembering the Bible's word for covenant is from the Hebrew root letter barah. Hebrew Strong's number 1262. Eat, food. Hebrew Strong's number 1285. Barith, covenant, and their gods. This is what the Bible and Quran asked them to offer. Sacrifice, flesh and blood. Even states their God, Lord, loves the smell of cooking, burning flesh called the sweet savor. Genesis chapter 8, 20 through 21. And eats flesh, as it says in Genesis chapter 18, verses 1 through 8. So the more births, the more food. They abduct and fed on humans for thousands of years, many just gone missing. That is why they were commanded to remove the upper layer of skin from their penis, phallus, and call it a religious act. These are demonic rites. You follow? Rituals. And males who have it suffer from pre-ejaculation, and their consorts, sexual partners, go without sexual satisfaction. Most women do not experience orgasms while having sex with a male. She keeps this secret from him, and many, for his sake, she will pretend to have an orgasm. Many times she wants to stop because of his misinformation about feminine pleasures of the female. Misinformation about feminine pleasures is the deeper a masculine or object penetrates the female's womb, the more pleasure. Or the wider her womb is expanded, the more pleasure. Or the harder the male bangs his body against her, the more pleasure. All of these are wrong and lies taught. Yet the feminine has kept this a secret from most masculine. Why? His manhood. The media of Abrahamism's religion world over have taught and spread misinformation over the years since the Bible and Quran on sex. Most cultures worldwide, none Bible and Quran have doctrine on feminine sexual pleasures, except the religions of Abrahamism. So you see right there, the true reasons for circumcision was for covenants of flesh and blood offerings, to offer up their sons, just as Abraham put his own son on an altar to offer up his own son. And most Christians will tell you that this is a test. But why would an all-knowing, all-powerful God need to test anyone when he's all-knowing? He's omnipotent. He's omnipotent. So he should know these things. He shouldn't have to test you. You follow? So it was the mixed Mukmatu Egyptians who performed circumcision, being mixed with Habaru, Hebrews, and Ha'anu, Canaanites religions. Those being Mosesism, Jesusism, and Muhammadism. That's Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. And they teach the feminine from her youth, from a male God, male angel, male prophet, male apostle, male disciple, male Messiah, male Mahdi, male rabbis, male clergy, and male imams. How the females of the planet Earth should feel, what women should do with their bodies, inside out and outside inward. Males control religion, and most of the life they exploit females sexually all around you, while Abraham's religion enslaved Zazaztatu, women, by man-made laws that came down from a male deity by whichever Renan name, how she should cover her natural nature given Nafarat beauties, her sexual attractions from veils to coverings of all kinds. How y'all doing? I can walk through. It's open. The market is open. Go ahead. It's, we building on the sacred feminine, and you know what I'm saying, and different aspects of that coming out of the lotus of life, the gospel of Yanon on the sacred feminine. You know what I'm saying? Now we about to go into the true reason why women cover up. You know what I'm saying, with Islam, which they took that from Judaism. You follow? You know, because extraterrestrials was abducting the women back then. So they was told to cover up, to take them off that radar. This was the whole seal on the door that the Israelites put, the menorah. When they put that, you know, so when they say salam, that's security for that protection, so that that protection, they would be under that protection. You know what I'm saying? When they say shalom or salam, you know what I'm saying? These is protection for security, peace and security, right? And he says, natural nature gave Zazaztatu women their bodies and also made females sexually attractive to the opposite sex. This is fatar. This is nature, right? It happens in the very brain that is natural nature's plan, given to females to attract males for reproduction. So in actual fact, natural nature gave her the body to be sexually attractive, and men made religious laws to tell her to cover up. And these men claim a male god by whatever name ordered this for feminines, yet in the Bible and Quran, God made coats. Kathanin, Hebrew Strong's number 3801, shirt, coat, garment, robe, not veils, and were made by the Lord God, Yahweh, Elohim, Allah, Arab, himself. Genesis 3:21. Genesis 3:21. And unto Adam also and his wife did the Lord God make coats of skins and clothe them. That's coming out of King James Version, 1611 AD. Abuse of feminine by covering her natural body. In Africa, we showed our body. We had rituals and dances. You know what I'm saying? These were fertility dances. You know what I'm saying? Because it was all about bringing forth that pure seed. In our culture, we even had the green room, where you would go in a particular room with your wife, your consort. You follow? And certain rituals in order to bring forth a certain type of child. You know what I'm saying? Under certain zodiac signs. Just like right now, we're in the time of Virgo, right? Now, Jupiter was inside the womb of Virgo, of the celestial womb of Virgo from November 9th of 2016 all the way till September 9th of 2017. So Jupiter, which is the king planet, was born on September 9th. This is the celestial things that's happening right in our skies. You follow? So all this is prophecies that's taking place that ties into Revelations 12:1. Yes.
How long you be here?
We probably be here till about shadow period till night appears to fall.
Every day?
Not every day. We got to spread the information around the city. You follow? We got to.
I can come back.
Yeah, you got a card right there, Sean. Got a card right here. You know. All eyes on Egypt. Gifted things right there. Yeah. Come back and build. Absolutely.
I'm done. Yeah. A lot of people's watching it too.
So.